Hey kids, this year has been really wild, hasn't it? I mean, we've learned all sorts of new stuff with Mr. Jacobs and Miss Fiona, Mr. Brian.
Don't forget Miss Tabitha.
I was getting there, Joe. Jeez, rain on my thunder, why don't ya?
Rain on your thunder.
Never mind.
What Travis was trying to say is with all of the lessons we've learned, there have been great drama scripts to help us along the way.
And this time, we're going to be listening to some of our favorites, along with our regular Kids Corner programming.
So when are we doing that, Trav?
Right now!
And now, from the garage of Lionel Jacobs comes the brilliant drama, The Cat and the Cheese, an adapted biblical passage about wisdom. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a cat.
I'm not just any cat. I'm the royal guard to the Cat's Kingdom cupboards.
Oh yes, did we mention this faraway land was ruled by cats?
Sorry if you're allergic. Not much we can do about that.
This particular cat's job was to guard the royal kitchen's storehouses, specifically the cheese cabinet.
Did you say cheese?
I did indeed.
I love cheese, and I am, after all, a mouse. And you know, if the shoe fits, wear it.
And so the mouse approached the royal cheese cabinet.
Halt! You may not pass.
And who are you?
I am the royal guard cat of the Cabinet of Cheese, and I have strict orders to defend it from anyone who isn't a cat.
Are you saying I'm not a cat?
Come on, obviously you're a mouse.
Really? Of all the nerve, do cats have tails?
Yeah?
Do cats have silky fur?
Sure,
Do cats have whiskers?
I guess.
How about teeth? You got those too, right?
I mean, yeah.
Well, I do too. That means I am a cat. And you can let me pass.
But you're a mouse.
How can that be? We just agreed that I'm a cat.
The guard was very confused. It was true that the creature before her had fur and whiskers and teeth and a tail just like her. Was she crazy? It seemed so wrong, but the logic was undeniable.
Okay, you promise you're a cat?
Without reservation.
Well, come on in then.
Wonderful.
What happened next? I'm sure you can guess. The mouse ate all the cheese she could find. And soon she was inviting her friends and family to join her in the feast.
Come on in. The pepper jacket's great.
Soon there wasn't a scrap of cheese to be found. The guard cat was stunned.
I don't understand. How could this have happened? I only let cats in.
What a chump.
The moral is, our hearts and minds are great gifts from God, and He tells us to be careful with the kinds of things we let in. We need to use wisdom to tell the good from the bad, because if we don't, we can end up looking like someone who can't tell a cat from a mouse. Many times, lies, rumors, or even things that sound like good advice are trying to sneak their way in and distract us from loving God and doing what He has told us to do.
And now, from the garage of Lionel Jacobs comes the excellent drama, The Two Forest Rangers, an adaptation of a couple biblical teachings about compassion. Once upon a time, in a remote part of the state, there was a forest.
That's right. Bramblebush National Park is a fantastic place to go hiking, biking, or even horseback riding if that's your pleasure. He's a brochure.
On the day of our story, a hiker decided she and her dog would enjoy exploring the trails and gorges that Bramblebush had to offer.
Come on, buddy. Let me put on your leash. Good boy!
They had a wonderful time discovering the hidden creeks, the sheltered clearings, and walking along the edge of the ravines.
It's so nice here. Though this ground here feels a little... Whoa!
Suddenly, a loose section of the ledge gave way and the hiker fell to the bottom of the gorge.
Actually, I didn't. My foot is stuck in this root. Nope. Not going anywhere. This is a problem.
Seeing his master's plight, the dog ran to get help. After running for a few minutes, he came upon a park ranger.
What is it, boy? Is Timmy stuck in the well again? No? Oh, the ravine? A collapse? You'd better show me.
And so the dog led her to the place where his master still dangled.
Oh my, you look like you're in trouble.
You think? A little help?
I hope you can make it. Good luck. Best wishes and everything. Try to be less stuck, I guess.
Do you have a rope or something you could throw me? Maybe climb down here and give me a hand?
Climb down there. I mean, I would, but I just pressed this ranger uniform and these medals and patches are really hard to keep clean, you understand?
Ranger Gloria, what's going on here?
Oh, hi, Ranger Susan. I was just helping this poor stuck hiker.
Stuck? Oh my word, are you okay?
Gonna be honest, I've been better.
No kidding. Here, let me climb down and help you. Tie this off for me, Gloria.
Tied off?
You know, to a tree or something?
I don't know. I just did my nails
For
and...
goodness sake, I'll do it.
And with that, Ranger Susan made her way down the cliffside.
Don't worry, I'll get you. You're gonna be okay.
Hurry! I'm slipping!
No, you aren't. Not with me on the job. Just loop this around your waist.
It took some doing, but before long, everyone was safe and sound.
Thanks, Ranger. Without your help, I could have been stuck there for a really long time.
No problem.
Actually, I was talking to her.
Next time, stay back from the edge of the gorge. Rain can really soften the soil, and next time there might not be a root to get stuck on.
Don't worry, there won't be a next time.
The moral of the story
To
is...
stay on clearly marked trails.
Right. And the other moral is that when it comes to helping others that are hurting, we can't just say nice things to make it all better. We need to actually take the time to see if there is anything we can do to help. Sometimes this can be as simple as being sad with those who are sad. But if all we do is wish people the best, then we're being as helpful as a ranger who won't lift a finger to help a stranded hiker. And now, from the garage of Lionel Jacobs comes the constructive drama, The Two Castles, an adapted biblical parable about wisdom. Once upon a time, there were two realms.
That's right. My lands are to the north. We have sandy beaches and rocky mountains, and people here live happy, peaceful lives.
Hey, us too, except we have rocky beaches and sandy mountains.
Sandy mountains?
Some people call them dunes, but sand mountains sounds better.
If you say so.
One day, both rulers thought the same thought.
You know, my realm sure would be in trouble
If some bad guys came and tried to take it over.
I should go to castle school.
To castle school.
And so, they boarded ships and went to learn.
Welcome, class, to your first day of Castle Construction 101. Here's your syllabus, an abacus, and a wooden truss. You'll need all three to pass this course.
Wow, this truss is really heavy.
Excellent observation, Your Highness. I see we've got the best and brightest this semester. If you'll turn to Chapter 3 in your textbooks, we'll begin with foundations. Sand is bad, rock is good.
What about Chapter 1 and 2?
Those are just bibliographies. MLA hasn't been invented yet.
Oh, okay. Do you know what she's talking about?
Nope, just take notes. We can figure it out later.
And so, the two rulers spent the next 4 years learning about castles, as well as going into crippling debt.
At least we've got our diplomas now. Totally worth it.
Graduates, I had my doubts about you coming in, but I'm happy to say my fears were justified. Go now and use what you have learned, or more importantly, what you were supposed to learn.
When the rulers returned home, they looked at all their school notes and started planning their castles.
All right. First step, find a rocky area for a foundation.
Man, this is so confusing. I'm just gonna wing it. What would be the coolest place to build? But of course, the Sand Mountains.
Construction went smoothly, and it was only a few years before the new castles were completed.
Not bad if I do say so myself. These rocky mountains are a great place to have a castle. It looks like it might storm soon. Better get inside before I get soaked.
And indeed, the rain did come. The wind blew, the rivers rose, but because it was built on a good foundation, the castle in the mountains stood firm.
That's great.
Not your castle.
What do you mean? My castle's in the mountains.
Those are sand dunes, my friend.
Tomato, potato.
The rains fell, the winds blew, and the rivers rose, and to no one's surprise, the castle built on the sand collapsed.
No!
The moral is, God has given us plenty of instructions on how to live our lives to their fullest. He knows everything and is trying to help us to be the best that we can be. If we are wise, we will not only listen to what he says, but also do them. If we don't, it's not going to work out very well, kind of like a castle built on a sand dune.
It's a mountain!
Give it up, man.
And now, from the garage of Lionel Jacobs comes a pretty good drama, The Picky Lifeguard, an adapted biblical teaching about doing what is right. Once upon a storefront, there worked a lifeguard.
Actually, I just got this job. I'm really looking forward to it. Getting to sit out on the beach, the wind in my hair, the sun on my face, and best of all, I get a whistle.
Hey, no running! You know there's a lot more to your job than that, rookie. You've got to be vigilant. Why, back in my day, we had a saying.
Copy that, boss. 10-4, over and out. Sorry, that was the coast chief. She's like the head of this section of the beach. Anyway, what were you saying?
This lifeguard really enjoyed a lot of the things she got to do for her job. She got to drive the dune buggy.
Woohoo! Try to keep up with me, kids!
She liked telling people to be safe.
Hey, you can't park your truck on the beach.
Oh, come on, it's not hurting anyone.
In fact, she liked being in charge in general.
Okay, everyone, out of the water. It's my turn to swim.
You just went swimming 15 minutes ago.
Sorry, can't hear you over this sweet surf. Woo!
This is ridiculous.
But she didn't like every part of the job.
Okay, everyone. Next week is your first aid and life-saving class. It's required of all of you to renew your license. We'll cover the fee, just take the class. That is all.
Come on. I really don't want to take those dumb classes again. It was hard, and I already know all the stuff. I'm good. No more. Thank you.
And so the lifeguard skipped the first aid class.
It's not going to be any different than the last 4 times I took it.
And she skipped the life-saving class.
Unless people have found a new way to drown, I think I'm good.
So after a few days, she showed up on the beach and went to climb up in her chair when she heard a voice from above.
Excuse me, ma'am. What are you doing?
Oh, hey. You're not supposed to be up there.
Actually, I am.
I decided to become a lifeguard, so I attended the classes last week. I didn't see you there, though.
Hey, new guy. Is that the old lifeguard?
That is affirmative, Mother Hen. I have a visual on the personnel in question and can confirm.
Do not call me that. Tell her she needs to come to my office, now.
I think you're in trouble.
Oh yeah? We'll see about that.
To cut a long story short, the lifeguard was in trouble. She was removed from her position and was told if she wanted to be a lifeguard, she needed to do what was required.
After all, there are tons of people who like to boss people around at the beach. If you want to be a lifeguard, you gotta follow the program.
The moral is, when we are God's children, He has given us specific instructions that the rest of the world doesn't follow. We might prefer to do what we feel like doing and not doing the hard stuff God tells us to do. But if we do that, then God won't use us for His big plans, and trust me, you do not want that to happen.
Wait, that's it? What's it, Travis? I thought there'd be more great drama scripts from the past year than just that.
There are, but we only have like 2 hours this morning. Definitely not enough time to hear all of them.
You think they'd let us listen to more next week, Joel?
I'm pretty sure Mr. Jacobs and everybody would be okay with that.
Next week, then.
I'll be here, as long as you are too.
It's a deal. See you all next week. Same time, same place, here on Kids Corner on Family Life.